Hello, everybody. Yes, we are going to try something a little different tonight. It's been a while since we've done this, and we've done this in the past with other cross-stitch projects where I stream on Twitch, working on my cross-stitch projects. Streaming on YouTube is something new for streaming the cross-stitch projects. I've done it a couple times on my main channel, but from here on out, I'm actually going to be streaming. I'm going to be streaming from my secondary channel, Chadley's Creations. Already have a couple people popping in over on YouTube, which is always nice to see. Hello, Charlie, and hello, Lan. Welcome, both of you, to the stream. We'll see if we get anybody over on the Twitch side, since it has been a while since we've done cross-stitching. Hey Miku, how's it going? Welcome. Over on the Twitch side, welcome. Playing some GTA 5 tonight? Nice. GG on the A. We'll see how it goes. I might switch to gaming after streaming for an hour. Just depends on how I feel. I'm gonna work more on this blue color right here. So I'm gonna work on this area here, and then we'll go for about an hour, and we'll see how I feel. And then what I might do, because I don't want to put gaming on this channel, I'm gonna just end the YouTube stream, and then on Twitch I'll switch over to probably play something like 2xKO or something like that over on Twitch. But we'll see how I feel after an hour. Been a while since you pulled this out. This is the first time I've actually streamed this project. Obviously it's gonna look like, see if I have a picture of it. Yeah, it's gonna look like this. This is the final piece. This is just a pixel version of it, of course, but that's what it's gonna look like. Obviously this is just the top of it right now. So yeah, we're gonna get started here. I have almost 1,000 stitches done so far. Yeah, we did do the streams where we were picking out the colors and all that kind of stuff. But I think I was doing that only on Twitch at the time. If we do something like that again, we'll be doing that here on this YouTube channel as well for our next project. After we finish this one. But obviously, this is going to take a while, so... but yeah. Let's get started. I'm going to just stitch a few rows here. We'll see how long it takes me. I do have the pattern in front of me on the computer, but I don't really have anything set up to show the pattern on stream. Probably won't do that either. I don't think I'm going to show the pattern on stream, just because, I mean, I can probably show like at the end of the stream, or like when we're done cross-stitching, I can show, because I like to show progress and all that kind of stuff. And I've been very laxed with this project on tracking my progress, because with previous cross-stitch projects I've got like this crazy spreadsheet and all this kind of stuff. And with this project, I'm just gonna be really nonchalant with it, just very laxed. The software I'm using tracks my progress as a whole anyway, not like on a daily basis, but it does track like how many stitches I've completed as I mark them off and stuff. So we'll just do that. We'll just keep track of how many total stitches. Hey Isabella, how you going? How's it doing? How you doing? Stitching, yes, stitching is back. I'm probably gonna do stitching like twice a week, because I still want to do gaming as well. So we'll probably stream this like like Wednesday and Thursday. And then my gaming streams will be Monday, Tuesday. You're working on a test stitch for lily pads? Cool. Very cool. Just happy that people are... They still remember that I'm around. I know some people, they like to lurk during my gaming streams and stuff, and I was really hooked on... I still am. I'm really hooked on 2XKO right now. That one fighting game that I'm playing. I just can't seem to get enough of that game. It's super fun. To me anyway. I used to play fighting games all the time. Like, I'm an OG fighting game player. Back in the arcade days when you had Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct, all the good ones, Darkstalkers, like when you had all those good fighting games in the arcades, like that was the thing, that was my jam back in the day before we had all these fancy gaming consoles and stuff that can basically do more than what arcades could do back in the day. Now we have all the arcade, now we have like all the arcade games basically coming, they're being re-released on the consoles and stuff nowadays. But yeah, I can't get enough of 2XKO. So like I said earlier, for those of you that are just joining, I'm gonna stitch for about an hour, and then I'm gonna see if I want to keep going or if I just want to switch over and play like an hour of 2XKO. And if I do that, of course, the YouTube stream will get shut down. Like, I'll shut off the YouTube stream, and if you want to come over to Twitch, you're more than welcome to when I'm all done. I'll just tell my YouTube people to jump over to Twitch if you have a Twitch account or whatnot. So, but I'm glad you're doing good, Isabella. I'm glad you're doing good. Don't know if you've been around here when I'm playing the games or not, but yeah, we're stitching away again. This is almost 1,000 stitches. So down below the feed, the webcam feed is like the middle of the project. That's where I started. And obviously, as you can see, I tried a new method to keep track of every 10 stitches. So like every 10 stitches, I finished one row of the black stitches, and then I have half stitches basically going up the left side of that middle partition piece that separates Spider-Man and Venom. And then I just kind of stitched all the way to the top, and then that was when I started trying to stitch my way back down. So with this project, I think that's what I'm going to end up doing, is I'm going to stitch from the top and work my way down. So like with this color that I'm currently working on, I'll probably stitch so much of it all the way down until I want to stop. And then once I get down far enough, we'll switch to another color that is kind of like a major color. Maybe we'll even do a Spider-Man color. And I plan on working on colors where there's like big color blocks first, and then we'll fill in the areas that don't have as big of color areas. But yeah, I don't expect a whole bunch of people coming in on the YouTube side because it is a newer channel, you know. I don't have as many people following me or subscribed to me over on the YouTube side. Who knows, we might even get pushed out to other people that might stumble across my stream and be like, hey, that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's been a while. Been a very long time since I actually sat down and did a decent chunk of cross stitching. I don't know if it's just been that I've been having a hard time getting back into it, or what. But I'm glad to be working on it again. Also, this is the first time I've used my new phone as the overhead webcam. I have no idea if the quality is at all any better than what it was before, because my camera is high enough that it doesn't show up in my webcam view. And then I have it zoomed in a little bit through the software that I use. But it's a new Pixel 10 Pro, so it should have a better camera than what I had before, because the phone I had before was a Pixel 6. It's like, what, 4 generations newer? I would hope the camera quality is a little better. But if you're on your phone, then obviously it's going to be hard to tell what that quality difference is going to be. And why did these stitches look like they got messed up a little bit? Because I've been trying to do the method where you put the needle between the 2 strands so that it helps remove any twists in the stitches, so that, and also the stitches will look more uniform and basically look the same. But very pretty cloth. I'm very pleased with how the cloth turned out. This was the custom this was custom dyed for me from an online shop that I found. I told them what I wanted. I gave them an example of what I wanted. They had something that was already like pretty close. They had a Galaxy, I think it was called Galaxy. That was the pattern name, or the method, or the color scheme for the dye job of dyeing the fabric. I told him I want the Galaxy theme, but I want it to be closer to these specific colors, and I sent her a screenshot. But I think they ended up just doing what they normally do for Galaxy. Because it just looks the same as what's on their website, which is fine. I don't really care. I was like, if you can match it up, then great. If not, oh well. Do what you normally do. Also, let me know if the music is too soft or too loud. It's been a while since I've had background music playing while we've been streaming, so I adjusted it a little bit before I started to stream, and I forgot to post in Discord. Oh well. Forgot to post in Discord that I'm live. People that want to be here, they'll know. They'll get the notifications, I guess. People on Twitch will see me back in the makers and crafters category. Alright, cool. We got 1 row done. Look at that. We got 1 row done. So this part right here is like the top of Venom's crazy like pattern for his eye. So probably get us close to 1,000 stitches. I'm like really close. 990 is where I'm at right now on the number of stitches. Now we have to go this length, but three more stitches than what we did the previous row. And then we've got like 2 stragglers that we have to worry about. I don't think I necessarily need my phone light turned on, but that's why my head is getting all lit up at the moment. Try to get these threads. Actually, they weren't that tangled. All right. Yeah, they weren't as bad as I thought they were gonna be. How's everybody's week going? How are y'all doing? I stayed home from work today because I was dealing with a head cold, and I would have cross-stitched yesterday. But I ended up just going to bed early because, yeah, I was just not feeling the greatest. And I'm still a little stuffy. You might be able to tell in my voice that I'm a little congested, but other than that, we're in good shape now. This out of the way here so I can see where we are time-wise. It's funny, I stayed home from work today as well with a head cold. It's going around. It's going around. I think I got something at church. So one of the things I do to volunteer at my church is for like the Sunday school hour. I guess that's the best way to describe it. For a lot of people, they'll understand what I mean by the Sunday school hour of church is usually after the part where they have, some people call it communion or whatever. We don't really call it communion, but it's the sacrament meeting is what we call it. But anyway, so I volunteer in the nursery, so I'm dealing with kids that are under the age of 3. It was like 18 months to 3 years old, and I think I got it from one of them. I think I got sick from one of the little guys, from one of the little kids. So we're almost done with this piece of thread, so we'll want to make sure that we get a new piece soon here. I guess works out in our favor. Okay. I do have to pull it away from the camera, so you won't really see anything till I get it moved back. Because of where the camera is located, this makes it very awkward. But it won't take me long to tie off the thread. What I will probably try to do is I'm gonna move the placement of where the adjustable arm is on my desk. Can't say long, but wanted to compliment the stitching. Well, hello there, Savage. How's it going? How's your streaming going? Been meaning to stop by more and more when I see you're live, but you know, busy life and all. Hard sometimes to stop by to say hello to people when they're streaming. But yeah, this is where we're at with the cross stitch. We're not very far yet. Be streaming, busy editing your end of the year project, so getting busy. Nice. Ah, dang it! I moved the camera. All right, us back where we want to be. Okay, I gotta get a new thread, so it won't take me long. Donkey Kong Country music. It's like one of the best soundtracks from the Super Nintendo era of games. Such a good soundtrack. All right, we gotta get a thread. Get started. Donkey Kong Country original soundtrack is crazy good. Exactly. You met Grant back in September. Nice. Was he at a convention or something? Up in Cleveland. I'm hoping to go to another convention in 2026. If anything, I'll probably just go to Too Many Games. That's the easiest one to go to for me. And it's not really that expensive. What kind of convention is it though? Because I prefer going to ones that are like video game related, just because that's what I'm into. Multi-genre, but there's gaming and anime. 2, 3. Yeah, alright. I'm in the right spot. I'm in the right spot. Just want to make sure I'm not messing it up already by placing a stitch where it shouldn't be. There we go. Now back to finishing the rows of stitches. So yeah, we had like these two like rogue stitches right here. And now for a good while, just gonna be working on this big section here. We won't have any more rogue stitches to worry about. Thinking within the hour, I might be able to get 2 or 3 more rows done. We're almost at the halfway mark, or like we're already almost at the half-hour mark. Well, next time you're in the air, well, if you haven't already, Savage, be sure to stop by Just Press Play. They have a new mega store. They have a new mega store in the area. Since you won't, I mean, you'll probably not be that far from it, so. It's a really cool place. Half the store is their gaming store, like where all their product is. The other half of their store is meant for tabletop gaming. Sometimes they'll have special events and stuff going on over there. They had like a big like vendor, almost like a mini convention type thing when they first opened that space up. It was pretty wild. I didn't get a chance to go to it when they did the grand opening of that section of the store, but I saw pictures of it and stuff, and it was pretty wild. But yeah, their store is crazy big. Just so much stuff. Yeah. Hey, did it get a knot? I haven't had issues with knots in like a long time. I don't know why. It's because I'm streaming, that's what it is. I get the knots when I stream. So based on what I want to plan on doing tomorrow, I guess we'll do some more cross stitching. And if I like the plan of doing it for about an hour and then game for an hour, I don't know, I might make that the norm. Just every day it just becomes half and half. But the problem is that the second half of the stream, I would want to have a YouTube stream for the gaming portion as well. Just so that I'm still streaming on the main channel too. Tonight we're not going to do that though. Tonight we're just going to turn off the stream on YouTube, and then you guys want to continue to hang out with me and you're already on YouTube, and you pop back over on Twitch and you get to see me try my best at 2xKO again. I've been doing pretty good. Like I was playing earlier today And I think I only had time for like 3 matches. But I beat him 3 times. I beat the same person in the casual lobby. I beat the same person all 3 times. Now I don't know if they were a new player or what. And I didn't look at their profile to see if they had done ranked or anything like that to see where they currently were in ranked. Okay, gonna mark off stitches that I completed for this row. The next row is basically the same length plus 1. Dang it. It looks like we're doing about 28. So this row here is about 28 stitches. This is a Minecraft song, right? I think this is a Minecraft song. We'll have some good movie trailers coming soon. Got the new Avengers movie trailer coming. Probably have a nice Zelda teaser trailer soon for Legend of Zelda movie. New trailers for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Trying to think what else we got coming down the pike. Well, the new Avatar movie is what, next week? That movie comes out next week, the 15th, I think, something like that. Might even be 2 weeks from now. Yeah, I think it's not next week, but the week after is the 15th. One thing I'm excited for is the upcoming time off for Christmas. I had what, 2 days to no, I had 3 days off Thanksgiving. But Christmas and New Year's, I'm gonna have 2 weeks. 2 weeks off work. I won't know what to do with myself. I will, during those 2 weeks that I'm off work, I will probably be streaming like during the day on days where everyone else might be busy doing things. So I keep toying around with the idea of streaming earlier. And I could definitely do that. I could definitely stream earlier because, like, I usually play 2XKO right after dinner. Like, I'll play that for an hour or so, and I could easily just start streaming it at that time instead of real late at night. That might even make it so that more people can come and hang out if they want to. And then I wouldn't have to stay up as late. Like, I could probably get away with doing a stream at like from 6 to 8 or something like that. And I could even make it a little bit more, even more variety, because sometimes my daughter plays Fortnite, and I could actually stream Fortnite too. If I wanted to, I could stream Fortnite, and then I'm sure there's a bunch of people that would be like, oh my gosh, Chadley is playing Fortnite again. And I do say again because I used to play Fortnite when it first was out too. New SpongeBob movie is coming soon too. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that there was a new SpongeBob movie coming. I have found that you have turned more into Squidward. In what way? Are you saying like your personality and stuff is more like Squidward? Are you turning into a curmudgeon? People can leave you alone. Leave you the heck alone. Hey Lee, how's it going? Welcome in on the YouTube side. Appreciate you stopping by tonight while we're doing some brow stitchings. Burger King is having a SpongeBob meal to celebrate the movie. Oh, that's cool. I wish they would have done the Street Fighter collaboration with McDonald's here in the States. That would have been cool. Not that I really care for McDonald's food or anything like that. I don't particularly care for McDonald's food. The coolest! Thank you for the raid over on Twitch. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming to my cross-stitch stream. No, it's not the same thing as gaming, but hey, I'm glad you wanted to bring your fellow viewers over to the stream. Hope all is well. As you can see, I haven't done a whole lot with this project yet. But if you give me a minute, I can show you what it's going to look like in the end. And explain to you, kind of like hoping it'll turn out good, which it should. It should definitely turn out. It should turn out okay. And I found, as I was searching, because I was trying to come up with a YouTube thumbnail for this, because I'm live streaming over on my YouTube channel as well, Chadley's Creations. And I was trying to find different things, and I stumbled across someone that did something similar as a cross-stitch pattern, but they didn't take the extra, they didn't go the extra mile like I did. Because these are like almost pixel perfect, with as many shades of colors as we could potentially use that are at our disposal, and it's also scaled at the correct aspect ratio that you would have seen in the arcade as well. Hey Maeve, how's it going? Welcome. Your work always turns out good. I saw you were arting and wanted to come by. Yeah, we're working on the slow the slow art of cross stitching. Yes, we're doing the slow art of cross stitching. I'm gonna cross stitch for probably another 20 minutes, and then we're actually gonna switch over and do some 2XKO. I don't know if I'm ready to do like a full 2 hours of just cross stitching. So, but we'll play some games and stuff. Don't stitch your beard by accident. I mean, a lot of people jokingly say that I should use my beard hair as floss, as actual cross stitch floss for one of the colors. But I don't think it would work too well. I think it's too coarse. It's just not the right thing. But anyway, so here's what it's gonna look like. That's basically what it's gonna look like when it's all said and done. We're just working in the top left corner of Venom right now. This is gonna take me a while unless I go real ham on the project. It's gonna take me quite a long time. But if you haven't seen any of my previous projects, I made this too. This is also a custom pattern that I made from a screenshot that I took from Super Street Fighter 2. And then again, I took the screenshot that I took was from MAME, so it was emulating the arcade game. And then I scaled it to match the proper aspect ratio of the arcade. So, because the way that the arcade game works, the resolution of the sprites are like a weird resolution and everything looks really squished. So I scale it to match how it's meant to be displayed, like based on the aspect ratio of the like CRT monitor that they used with the arcades, like a 4:3 aspect ratio. So then I just take it, scale it up, fix any of the imperfections, and then I took the colors and I actually lightened this up a little bit because the original was so dark I was not going to be able to recreate it at the exact same color palette. So all the blues and stuff, like I painstakingly chose as many different blues as possible, from highlights to shadows to like the darkest of dark blues. Some of the blues even started looking a little purple for the shadowing and stuff. Then you got that awesome pink highlights and stuff that I added, or that were part of it as well. Yeah, the pink underglow is made up of 2 different colors. That's exactly how the sprite is as well. The pink underglow has 2 colors to it. So, but yeah, I love how this one turned out. I still have yet to get it framed. I need to get it framed, and then I was gonna hang it on my wall over here. So, and it would be visible. It would be visible whenever I'm doing like the full webcam view of my face and my beard and all that such. But yeah, what we're going to be working on whenever we do cross stitching, this is what we're going to be working on for the foreseeable future. And who knows, maybe I'll get really back into it and like and work on this like every day too. I think once I get to a certain point where I can actually recognize where I can like start to recognize Venom or recognize Spider-Man, that might get me a little bit more excited on working on it more. Knows that you love people who different type of art. You'll be locked in and hang. Appreciate that. We used to do the Lego building and stuff too. Like I started building the Daily Bugle from Spider-Man. We need to get back to that. I need to finish it. I was using my live streams as a way to create time-lapse YouTube shorts for all the different bags, for all the different bags that you get in the box, you know. And I think I had posted up to like bag 8. Technically, we're up to bag 10. I just never got around to posting time lapses of bag 9 and 10. It's so hard to find time to do that kind of stuff, because I do it all myself. So it's like I don't have anybody that does it for me. I don't pay an editor or anything like that. I don't make the monies. When I was on Twitch a lot before I was here with the Zelda map streams, the Zelda map streams were always awesome, especially as we got closer to the end. Like that, the Zelda map, I went ham on that. Like I probably overdid it. Like I was working on it like every day, like 2 hours a day right after work. I'd sit down and stitch for like a couple hours, and then there was times on the weekends. Even there was weekends where sometimes, and this was back when on Sundays we would watch TV a lot, you know, kind of hang out with the kids and watch movies or TV. And while we were watching TV or a movie, I'd be cross-stitching. So there would be like some days where like I would cross-stitch for literally like 8 hours, and I would get like over 1,000 stitches done on a project in one day, which was crazy. And that Zelda piece was definitely one of and actually I think the Zelda finale, the finale stream for that Zelda map, I think was the largest stream I had that did not involve some kind of a raid. Like it was all organic viewers on that day, because everybody was super excited to see it get finally finished. And I think it was like over 100 people. I think it was like over 100 people, something like that. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, it was pretty nuts how many people showed up to see that get finished. Granted, it was like, what, 128,000 stitches? It was like, basically, if I were to make 3 of these, That's how many stitches that Zelda map has, which is nuts. All right, I'm gonna do one more row and then we're switching over to 2xKO. Which means anybody watching on YouTube, you're more than welcome to come on over to Old Man Chadley on Twitch and hang out more over there. When because when I go to switch to 2xKO, I'm going to stop the YouTube stream because this channel here is only meant for crafting. I don't want to put gaming on this channel too. Confuse whatever little algorithm YouTube will give me. I don't want to confuse it. If I keep these streams short enough, I don't know, maybe people will get it in their recommendations. They'll actually see what I'm doing, you know? Because ultimately the best thing to do for this kind of stuff is to post YouTube shorts, probably. Make it very easily digestible, and then move on to making like the 5 to 10 minute videos with a bit of information about the project and stuff like that, like those kind of things. With classic Spider-Man music. Oh, Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Yeah. Does Venom have music? I can't remember if Venom actually has like a theme music that they've ever played. I don't think he's ever really had his own show, right? Like, he's got his own comic and stuff, but I don't think they've ever actually made, other than the movies, I don't think they actually had a Venom like show like Spider-Man, like a cartoon or anything. I don't think they've ever made a cartoon where Venom is like the main character. Dang it. The thread is starting to get frayed. We're near the end of the life of the thread. Can always play the Venom music when Spider-Man fights him in the arcade. Oh, that's true. Like, get his stage music. I think if Venom has his own stage music, yeah. Eminem music, Venom. Oh, does he have a song called Venom? Might have to get a new thread or a new piece of thread to finish off this row. Thread's getting pretty beat up at the end here. Starting to fray a little bit. Don't want to have that affect the quality of my stitches either. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end up, after this one stitch here, I'm just going to end the thread and then start a new one so we can finish the row properly. But after I get so far down with this color, I think I'm going to actually do one of the red shades for Spider-Man in the same vein, where we just try to get a bunch of that filled in on this side as well. And then we'll come back, like we'll flip-flop back and forth with the colors. Sorry guys, I have to move it away because right now the arm the adjustable arm, like the mic boom arm that I have. I'm using that for the overhead camera because I'm using my cell phone as the overhead camera. And yeah, so, and the boom arm is like right next to the, it's like right next to this thing. So I have to like move it away so I can just, I can turn this around to get to the back. Next time though I do this, I'll probably move it behind me and then have it overhang like over my shoulder. That way it won't be in my way and I can just rotate it as much as I need. That's how I had it before when I would work on the, when I was working on the Ryu Street Fighter piece. My overhead camera arm, like the arm was like coming down beside me instead of it being in front of me. I am very pleased with how the fabric turned out though. This fabric was dyed custom for me by a woman, I guess, who owns like a shop. I think she owns it was like in Maryland or something. She owns like an actual physical store, but she has an online website where you can order fabric and then she dyes the fabric. It took a while to get here, but it was worth it for sure. This one was called Galaxy. And I gave her some other colors that I wanted to have. But I don't know if she actually did that. I think this is just her. She just did it. She just did it the way she always does the fabric. But dude, the fabric turned out awesome. It looks really nice. Hey Jimmy, how are you? Welcome on in on the secondary YouTube channel. Appreciate you stopping by. Unfortunately, though, we're only gonna be doing this for a little bit longer. And then after I finish this row, I'm gonna end the stream on YouTube, but I'm gonna continue to stream on Twitch. I'm gonna switch to playing some 2XKO over there. If you have Twitch, feel free to pop on over there as well. That's just the way I'm gonna do it today. If we do that in the future, I will try to have it set up where all I gotta do is turn off the one YouTube channel and then I can just turn on the other YouTube channel. It'll just like seamlessly start the stream over on my gaming channel. But today I don't have that all set up. Do not have any of that set up, so we're just gonna do some 2XKO over on Twitch once I'm done here with doing this. Finish this row here. Then we'll see how many stitches I did today. We'll definitely be over 1,000. Because before these two rows that I just completed, we were at like 990, I think. So we'll probably be close to like 950 after this. Or maybe over 1,050, I should say. We'll be like at 1,050-ish. We also, when we started making this, when I started making the pattern for this, we were kind of like on this whole kick for Spider-Man. Because like shortly before I started making the pattern, I also was playing Spider-Man and Venom, the Maximum Carnage game that was out on the Super Nintendo. So, like, we played that, then I started doing the Lego build for the Daily Bugle, which is also Spider-Man related. Then I started designing the pattern for this cross-stitch piece, Spider-Man and Venom. So it was like this whole like thing. And I also played Spider-Man on the PS4. All right, the coolest. Thanks again for the raid. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed just chilling while I was working on my cross stitch piece. I'll see you in the future, whether I see you on your channel or I see you pop in here. If I don't see you for a while, hope the rest of your week goes well for you into the holidays. I think we're just gonna jump right, like when we start doing 2x KO, we're just jumping right into ranked. I feel like I'm already warmed up because I played earlier today. And I think we're just going to jump right into ranked, and I'm going to try my best to get to Platinum 3 and even possibly Emerald. Hey, Leaf Sheeps, how's it going? Long time no see. I mean, you might have been here while I was doing my gaming streams, but you might have been just lurking and such too. We are back at stitching though. My plan right now is to do stitching like twice a week. But today, I don't know if I'm up for stitching for 2 hours. So we're going to stitch for an hour, which is pretty much right after I finish this row. We're going to stitch for an hour, and then I'm going to switch over and play some games again. I'm doing good though. How are you? Glad to see you pop in on another crafting stream. Been too long. You've lurked in on the occasional gaming stream. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm really hooked on that fighting game. The 2x KO. I'm really hooked on that fighting game. It's been so long since I've played a fighting game, like for a long time. And I'm glad too, Lan. I'm very glad as well that the cross stitching is back. Bring some chill streams again. Not that my gaming streams are chill too, but this is just like extra chill. In Texas right now, visiting friends, and then visiting family in Florida in a couple weeks for Christmas. Oh, nice. Yes, Thanksgiving was good. Most of my family was here. The only person missing was my son. He's still in Japan with the Marines. He says he's going to try to come home at the beginning of next year, possibly. Take some time off and come home. Spend some time home for a couple weeks maybe or something. He's liking it. I mean, he enjoys Japan. He just doesn't enjoy, I guess, what they have him doing there. Like, he enjoys his job. He's like a heavy machine operator, and he's gotten certifications in a bunch of different heavy machinery already. But just recently, they had him go to another base because they said he was going to be, he was there. His whole purpose was to be there to help with transporting live ammunition. Using like large machinery to transport it, and I guess when he got there they changed their mind and they were just going to do it all by hand, not use the machinery. So now he's like, for the most part, he's just kind of like sitting around not really doing anything, and then trying to just pick up some like odd jobs and stuff while he's there, but he's just not doing anything, like, so he's not just bored, you know. Right, cool. I think yeah, I'm gonna start now that we got past 1,000 stitches. I'll put my first progress post up online. Leaf Sheeps, you'll probably be saddened by this, but I'm being very laxed. Oh, you're in ads. I'll wait. I will wait. I'll wait till ads are done. Oh, thank you, Lan. Yeah, I'm pleased with how it's coming out. Obviously, there's not a whole lot done yet. There's only 2 colors added so far: the black and the lightest blue that we had that we could use. But I'm gonna pull up my properties here and we'll see where we are. And my statistics are going to be very minimal with this project. Welcome back, everybody, from the ads on Twitch. Anyway, total stitches that we've completed so far, 1,076 out of 46,745. Puts our completion up to, it rounds up to 2%. So we're 2% finished. Today we stitched 110 stitches. So anyway, Leaf Sheeps, what I was saying was, you might be sad to hear this, but I'm being very laxed with my reporting of my progress. I'm not doing any like fancy spreadsheet, like with this one, I'm not doing a spreadsheet. I'm just using the software that has my pattern, and then we just look at the stats from the software, I guess, at the end of the stream or at the end of the session of cross-stitching. Yeah, we went over 1,000 stitches tonight, 110 today, 40 stitches an hour. Yeah, no more math, no more math. Not with this project anyway. Maybe the next project we'll get back into doing math and stuff. This one, I like, as far as posting pictures on social media, yeah, let me I think I can switch to desktop, desktop tall camera. No. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, this is the pattern. Let me zoom out, I guess, real quick. Yeah, so you can see the color I'm working on right now. Slowly filling that in, and all the black that's been filled in. And if you meant, if this is what you meant, this is what, well, this is the picture version of it. But this is what it looks like colored. That's basically my proof of concept picture. And I believe that is with the colors adjusted that match closest to the thread colors. But yeah, this could be awesome. A little bit of background on it. So this was pulled right from the arcade, Marvel vs. Capcom. I used MAME, the arcade emulator, to pull the sprites. Took screenshots of the sprites from the character select screen. And the weird thing is, like with most Capcom arcade games back in the day, the actual sprites themselves were like at a weird resolution. So it's not like today where it's like, oh, the viewing area is like 640 by 480, which is like 4 by 3 or whatever. They would, to save space, they would squish the available pixels. It was almost like a widescreen image. Very low low pixel count, wide image. And then using the CRT monitor that they would use for the arcades, they would just dial it up so that the height of the image would get stretched to fill the CRT. This is like some of the tricks they did so they could save memory, save on storage space or assets. That way they could fit more stuff. They could get more sprites because they squished it and then stretched it. Because it was less pixels per sprite, or less pixels per background image, or whatever. So yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. But yeah, made some pretty good progress tonight. Like I said, if you're on YouTube and you want to come hang out at Twitch, now is that time to come over and jump on over. But we're gonna end the stream over on YouTube. We're gonna continue the fun on Twitch. And let's see here. Let's see if this works. Hopefully this works. We go to sleep. All right, Charlie. Thanks for hanging out as always. Appreciate it very much. Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody, over on YouTube. Bye-bye.